Hey everybody! I forgot to check to see if we have our levels, so hopefully you can hear everybody.
Stream title.
I did change it. I thought.
It says
Let me
episode
try it.
9.
Let me try again.
Episode 9. Yeah.
Oh, I got a new spell.
I did it.
Hell yeah.
We're professional streamers doing professional streams as always. Just trying to stay as on brand as possible. You know, making some camera adjustments, maybe leveling up, and right now. Who knows?
Oh, I'm really hurt.
Yeah. No, I don't know.
Same though.
I don't know if you remember.
Same though.
You jumped down a 200-foot hole and
Well,
landed
like you do.
and landed on a tentacle monster.
I don't recall this.
oh,
I can't
yeah.
recall. I don't have any memory of this.
So,
I don't think that happened.
well, that's fine if you don't want to think it happened, but that's a state of denial you're going to have to come to terms with very soon. I'm Steven. I'm the DM and producer of the Faeforge Academy. With me today, we have Mindy.
Hi, Steven.
Oh, hi, I'm Mindy. I don't know. Hi.
Ian.
Hey.
Chris.
Hi. It's fine.
With a little more awkward, Adelaide.
Hello, it's Emily.
And Noir.
I'm very sweaty. I jumped in the shower to take a picture of myself as James Introcaso, and then I forgot to actually take a shower. So I look very grimy right now. But it was a great James Introcaso impression.
Amazing.
And I'm Noir.
I did forget to tell you this is actually the James Introcaso Academy. Now.
Oh my god.
He is a friend of the show.
He is.
Double enrolled.
So, anyways, welcome to The Secrets Below. This is a D&D 5e podcast sponsored by Roll20 and Kobold Press. We are going through the Scarlet Citadel, which is Kobold Press's most recent adventure. It is a true dungeon crawl that we have turned into not a dungeon crawl because we're that good. Just so you are aware, there is some horror contents in this, so if things like tentacles and gory things and flesh and stuff make you feel weird, you know, do what you need to do to keep yourself safe. Also, we are affiliated with Greenleaf Geek, wonderful dice company, so if you use the code Faeforge on checkout, you can get a little discount there, as well as Found Familiar Coffee. It's so good. I'll be here making ads all
That
day.
just sold 4 bags at least. At minimum.
But other than that, let's get
what spell I'm taking.
let's get some creepy music while these friends try.
But also like happy music, because I think we like figured out all the things and beat all the things and won.
We won at Dungeons and Dragons.
You-
Just won.
You know what?
Much.
If winning Dungeons and Dragons is more about the friends you made on the way, you are absolutely winning. I agree.
If
Or
play,
you can take my advice
Did
and
we?
only play
I mean,
and only
Did we
play
make any
Dungeons and
friends?
Dragons to the Space Jam soundtrack.
You made
That's
friends
right.
with one another. You made
I think it depends.
acquaintances.
Of who you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
we're
mean,
talking
like,
about players or characters.
Yeah, like Cecil definitely is winning Dungeons and Dragons. Hadariel, I don't know. I feel like Hadariel's
Hadariel
like
lost many
Lost-
sessions ago and continues to lose because we keep finding new friends.
Yeah. So I think when you add a tentacle to a monster, that means you're friends too, right? So that's good.
Oh, that's right. We added a tentacle to
That's
the
different. That's
tentacle.
after dark. That's different kind of friendship. We don't do that during the daylight hours.
Anyways, let's play some Dungeons and Dragons. I'm gonna take one more drink.
Oh, I did cast Freedom of Movement, so I'm not about to get tentacles.
Oh, you'll just get smacked around. You won't get to experience the loving embrace.
whoa.
Steven, can we get the music?
I added the link to Discord.
Did you?
I think so.
Try again.
I added our go live tweet is what I did.
That's what I was like, did you mean that for the other?
I like it.
Did y'all know we're live? So
I don't see the go live food. I don't know what's going on.
Thanks, chat, for sticking along with, like I said, this very professional stream, doing professional things, like me forgetting to have Roll20 open on the right account.
Professional
All right.
streamers, professional things.
Okay. So embrace that soundtrack.
Yeah.
And we're gonna
I
remember.
don't want it.
We're gonna remember where we are. So you have delved deeper in to the Scarlet Citadel. As you began exploring, you found a room with a bunch of torture devices that decided it would be fun if they attacked you. Moving from that room, you found some zombie friends and a hole that, after some deliberation and a conversation with I would like to think one of your best friends, Daryl the Bat.
Daryl the Bat.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll the bat.
Decided that the best and most strategic move for you to continue to navigate through this dungeon was to jump down the hole. So you fell about 200 feet. And water and tentacles thrash around all of you. Cecil, you watch as Void's eyes open once more after losing consciousness. This creature has sickly yellow skin. It's shimmering off of like the dim light in this area, covered in sludgy water and mucus. It continues to attempt to snack on you all, the disturbers of its pond. Each of you is bleeding, tired, bruised from the fight, and exhausted. There are powers down here you can sense, almost competing, pulling you in. One begging you to fight on, and the other hoping that you give in to the darkness and succumb to the death that awaits you. And Cecil, it's your turn.
How far away is Cecil from yon tentacle beast? I'm climbing down this rope.
You're climbing down the rope. You're about 60 feet away. Yeah, I
60
forgot that
feet.
you were actually climbing.
Yeah,
Carefully.
Cecil likes it not to do the jump or die method. So at this distance, Cecil's gonna go ahead and is like, well, that's what? Oh no, not Void. Can't lose her, not yet. And is going to take a wisp of shadow from the end of his staff and send it into the mind of the creature. A DC 15 intelligence save.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and quicken that.
Okay. Intelligence.
Awesome.
16 with
Boo.
a -2 modifier.
Boo! That's what I say to that. Boo, I say.
Okay.
Well, it takes 3 psychic damage, but it's not. Oh, it doesn't take any damage. It doesn't take nothing. It takes nothing. Then I'm going to go ahead and carefully weave exactly. I'm going to carefully weave a pattern of shadow, light, and like smaller whimsical tentacles to try to like get this creature's attention, but like in its mind. I'm going to go ahead and exude Void, Hadariel, and why does this happen? Dokka, from this effect. Let's go ahead, hypnotic pattern that thing.
Okay, and that is a wisdom save.
That's be a wisdom save, DC 15.
Why did it cheat away? There we go. Okay. An 11.
That's right. That is a correct save.
Okay.
So as these patterns twist into the air, they're like tiny little tentacles that are like sort of like getting its attention and sort of like weaving around it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, as long as no one attacks it, for the next minute, it is just totally mesmerized, and Cecil's gonna slowly, carefully start climbing down this rope.
Okay. So you watch as it's all these tentacles on it kind of go limp. It just starts to stare off into the distance. And before your turn happens, Noir, or actually at the beginning of your turn, why don't you give me a a perception check, please.
Ooh, I would love to. Yeet! 22.
Okay. So as you're fighting, you watch this creature get some sort of strange magical calm. You notice outside of your party, it's actually very quiet in this cave. You hear some footsteps, and you see this elven figure walk to kind of this little edge of this cliff. It's not really, it's only about 10 feet up. Cross their legs and sit down and just watch you. And it's your turn.
Ooh, okay, so how's everybody looking? Who's feeling a type of way? What do we got going on here?
I'm at about half, but I'm fine.
I'm actually okay.
I'll take
I'm not dead
it.
anymore, so that's good.
I declined to throw myself down a hole, so I'm doing okay.
Yeah. Yeah, Hadariel and Cecil are fighting an
To
odd
be
kinship
fair,
of
yeah, that
opponents.
was most of the damage from.
In that case, since everybody's being sassy, I'm gonna heal myself. That'll be a cure wounds at a 3rd level for me.
Nice.
All right, so that's not bad. 17.
Okay.
And then I am going to head my movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And how high is this cliff?
About 10 feet.
Okay. Then I can actually end my movement up the cliff and just go, hi. Is there any chance that you'd be willing to help us?
Now, why would I do that?
Out of the kindness of your heart? Because we're kin?
The kindness of my heart would be seeing if you're strong enough to survive down here. Or else you may be a liability.
Those kinds of daddy issues. Got it.
Okay. Well then, he just pulls out his bow and starts to aim at the beast thing. Then at least don't get in our way, please.
Oh, I have no intention to.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay. This creature, still sort of its tentacles just limp at its sides, dazed, staring off in the distance. It does not get a save at the end of its turn, correct?
It is incapacitated for the next minute unless someone aggravates it.
Okay. Void, it's your turn.
Yeah, so wake up. Hadariel's right over me. I'm not dead. And she looks the right age again, so... Right, I'm gonna kind of like half shuffle, like, you know, that like almost kind of crab walk, but like not elegant, to kind of push myself further away from Tentacle Beast and get to my feet. So burp, just a little bit, and then I will get up with half my movement, and I will take a I have 1 potion of healing left. I'm gonna use that instead of that. So I'm a bonus action use a potion of healing, and then ready and attack, because I'm kind of looking between where Dokka is, and I'm assuming have seen this before from Cecil, but Dokka's not attacking and this thing isn't attacking us, so I'm just gonna ready an attack for if and when it becomes aggressive again.
Okay.
I went ahead and updated on the VTT the area of effect of the spell.
Okay.
Pretty much the only person that needs to pay attention to that is myself and Adelaide, because we're the only ones that are not excluded from the spell's effects.
Okay.
Actually, never mind. We can both ignore it because it's like a one-time thing, and then it just sits there. So, doop.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah,
So you have your attack ready. Anything else?
No, I'm just gonna use my bonus action to take my. Oh.
And as you back up, you hear these two little Darrows that initially expressed some surprise and excitement when Dokka first fell down and the creature started to move. You hear them start to whisper. Oh, did they already? Why is it not eating them? I thought this was going to be fun. And they start to walk away.
Hey. Whatever, it's fine.
And
we didn't want your help anyway.
Yeah.
And Dorian, it is your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look over at this woman as well and say, I mean, you could help us, or you'll be next, as I'm just slashing away at this thing beneath me.
No, don't touch it.
What? No?
It's been hypnotized. If you pissed it off.
Oh, it's been hypnotized. Oh, that worked. Okay, I did not think that worked. Okay, never mind. Not gonna do that.
No, Dorian, don't do that.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do we'll do a little Indiana Jonesy kind of sliding off the tentacle of this thing down onto the ground. So
Nice.
I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm fresh.
Pirates.
Yeah, as I'm like with one hand uncorking a thing with my mouth and taking a healing potion. Very dramatic, of course. Yeah, I mean we conquered this bad thing, so what makes you think we can't take you too? Also, we've heard there's treasure down here, and we may or may not know the location of it, so split the difference if you let us out of this hellhole.
I'm certain you have no idea what's down here.
How would you know?
I've been down here for about 150 years.
She's crazy. She's crazy. Should we go?
I mean, you've stayed in one place for 150 years. You've gotta. I mean, my first 100, I've been all over the place.
I did that for a while. And I found something that called to me.
That?
No.
Why
not-
is this party so dedicated? I'm just like pissing off everybody. Like, hey, what's up,
I need to know who I'm supposed to be
You're
shooting.
garbage.
Anything else you're gonna do, Dorian?
No, we're not fighting yet. Keeping an eye on Big Boy behind me. But it's fine. Stepping away from the water. But no, I mean, everything is okay for now. It's a nice neutral.
Okay.
I will move. You know what? I will move my tentacle because I still have that on him. I'm gonna move that off to like in the middle here.
Okay.
So it's threatening, but it's not attacking her yet.
Okay. Sorry, I was just looking up something real quick. And Hadariel, it is your turn.
Okay. This is weird. Alright, well, Void just fucked right out of here, so I guess we're done with this. It seems inert, so I will very slowly kind of stand up and eye this individual that Dokka is speaking to. I will move in this direction. And as I will pull out my crossbow, and I will kind of ready in action. Like if this individual gets a little twisted. If they seem aggressive or they move against one of my other party members, then I will fire this crossbow as a ready to action.
Okay.
But I also will reach into this small bag I keep at my side and hand Void this. It's like a really thick root. It doesn't look pretty, but it's like a chunk of like marsh root. You should probably eat that. That's my
It's
turn.
a weird time to be asking to get food with me, but all right. I'll take it.
Okay. And Cecil, it is your turn.
Well, actually, sorry, question. If a bonus action is to consume a potion, is any consumable a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to eat one of those myself as well.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, Cecil's going to move and then dash down this rope. So use my full movement, full turn to move, and just slowly climb my way down to the bottom. The creature is still subdued. I'm maintaining concentration, and I'm humming a little tune to myself. I'm singing a climbing song.
As you get to the bottom,
I'm still about 15 feet off the bottom, but if you say I'm at the bottom, I agree.
When you get to the point where you are in the chamber, I should say,
Yes.
this individual leans over to you, Dokka, and says, "Who is that?"
It's a good
Singing
friend
my
of
climbing
mine.
song.
He, honestly, one of the more clever members of our pack, and the reason that we don't have to be afraid of your beast. I think he's more than done enough to prove that we're worthy of whatever tests you deem this to be.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's my beast. It is a beast that you disturbed, and I wanted to see what you could do.
Well, we've done it.
It seems you have. And if you're going to maintain concentration on that for the next minute, we can drop out of initiative. I'm assuming you're going to move away from the water. As once you all get away and that minute has passed, it kind of like sweeps its tentacles in like kind of a 10-foot radius around its little pond, and then just slithers back into the water.
Cecil just sort of says to himself, "What a nice young man."
I can't stand it. We should probably kill that thing, but okay, we're gonna let it go.
It's fine. It's fine.
The first thing that you've encountered in this campaign that you haven't killed.
Yeah, this is progress.
Besides Daryl.
Well, Daryl's
And Gerald.
I'm gonna be honest. Daryl's unkillable. You will not kill Daryl.
Oh my god.
Can I get Daryl as an animal companion? So
Yes.
Good to know.
Yes. Daryl that just flew back down and landed on your shoulder.
Yes.
I hate it here.
Daryl.
So this elf, as you get a better look, feminine figure. She has these red robes with this very, very beautiful iconography. The difference between what, if you probably can't really see very well in there, where the kind of hood comes to a point on her chest is a broken infinity symbol. And as you walk down, Cecil, she says,
I see it.
She says, "You follow the lost one."
And she, I mean, I'm not. This is not gonna try to hide it. He's gonna just go up to this woman with a lot of reverence and respect, and is going to like get down on his knees and is gonna touch her feet, and is just straight up like, "I know there are monks down here. Oh wow."
I'm sorry, what?
this is a turn.
Hello there, all mother. My name is Cecil, and I am here with my companions. Oh, I see you over at Dokka. He's very wise, and this is actually gonna be a little bit shitty. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Cecil's gonna go and look over at the rest of the party and be like, and that's the rest of the party.
This is Dokka, my best friend, and that's everybody else.
They came with us.
Here's the elf that I revere and respect, and here's some other people.
Checks out.
Rise, what is your name, young one?
Oh, I am Cecil, and I am so happy to see you. I thought I would be down here alone. I mean, of course, not alone. No, because you're here, Dokka. But oh my goodness, is there a temple here?
I wouldn't call it a temple. More of a presence.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
You felt it, haven't you?
I have. I totally have. I didn't want to say anything about it, but I totally have. Is it like? Is there a place, like a holy place?
Absolutely. And I'll show you in time.
I will try so hard to prove that I'm worthy. You will see. I will not let you down.
Well,
I have no doubts.
Cecil trust her.
Yeah,
Flips
my
the
bow is right on her.
Yeah, Cecil goes up, implicitly trusts this woman. The rest of the party's like,
Seems like even more of a reason to just be ready.
You all look like you could use some rest.
Yeah, we just encountered a tentacle monster.
Oh, I was there. I'm aware.
I know.
saw- It was an interesting strategy, exploring the mines by jumping down a hole. But
That was my idea.
interesting.
Mine and Daryl's.
Daryl's over here like, don't pin this on me, man.
Are one of you Daryl?
Oh no, the bat.
Well,
The bats.
of-
There's one of them there.
You in the back, do you have a question?
No one's asking if you asked if anyone was out Daryl's. Here you go.
Also Daryl. Yeah.
We're all Daryl. It's a
Are you
Spartacus situation.
Are you the group that got rid of everything that was on the first level of the
Are you the one
Citadel?
that put them all there? Is there a more important question?
Put like their pawns? Like I
Like
placed them there?
hired?
Like
Yeah.
let me just say that this space draws all sorts of unique individuals.
Yeah, but they seem to have like a whole business going on up there. Like it was
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
to do.
Truthfully, I didn't really know what they did. I knew that they kept people out, and if anybody got past them, they'd probably be helpful.
So wait. You've been here 150 years and you don't know what they were doing?
I mean,
After the first 50, the rest of them just kind of go. But yeah, I get your point.
no,
I mean, really though, like if Nanska was your neighbor, you wouldn't like want to get to know her. But we did send her on a nice vacation.
I've been wondering where Dananska was.
We don't know.
Somewhere else.
Both of you roll deception
Approximately.
checks.
It's true though. We don't know where she is.
true.
We don't know where the
I'm not
fuck
trying
Fine.
to. No, look, I'm
Fine.
not trying to deceive
Fine.
her. I will absolutely tell her exactly what happened. We sent her on a trip through a magic hole. We don't know where we sent her.
A magic. That sounds very interesting as well.
It is. Oh, hey. How should I address you? Is this the honorific of?
Oh, Amotra.
Oh, Emotra. Oh my gosh, that's so personal. How about High Mother Emotra? Does that work for you?
Yes, that is sufficient.
So, Hadariel, this is High Mother Emotra. Hadariel is the one with the magic hole.
Cecil, if first of all, I know. Second of all, Cecil, you would do well to only disclose your own secrets.
Oh, we don't have to keep secrets from her. She's one of the monks. We totally trust her.
That's meaningless to me. I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I could see you saying that. And now you're saying it. That checks out, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, anyhow, I'm so glad we're all here together. This is great.
Can I get a read on this woman? Does she mean us harm? Is she gonna like
I'm also
stab
running
us in
an
the
Can we
insight
please
check.
roll insight checks? We're
I
dying
don't.
here.
I'm just ready to shoot her. So.
You can roll insight checks. Yes.
All right,
Not
let's
my
let's
forte.
do it.
Also,
I'm
I'm
not
sorry
even
if
that
it's
good at
very
it, I
loud.
just need
There's
to
no
know.
someone else. 18.
15.
12.
7.
Void, best friends, future best friend.
She's pretty cool.
Really,
Super great.
really great robes. Like
Oh my god.
the face tattoos are just really nice.
Maybe she'll go in and get us some drinks at the tavern. We're not allowed in anymore.
Dokka and Dorian, you can't put your finger on it, but there is something off. But but I will say, she doesn't seem to be lying about anything she's saying to Cecil.
There's this meta part of my name with this meta part of my brain that's like Cecil looks around and says, "Wait, are you guys making insight checks? Stop that! Stop that right now! Rude, so rude."
That is. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna picture for the rest of my life.
Please, why don't you come with me? I can take you to my chambers. You can rest at least.
We would be honored. I'm over Elotra. Did I get that right, Steven? Elotra?
Emotra. IMO.
Emotra.
Oh, there's an R that I forgot. Emortra.
Emortra.
Emotra.
Yeah.
Emortra. That is definitely the name of a good person that we should trust, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Emortra.
Blood red robes, been down here 150 years. I'm sure she's cool.
We're gonna be best
shows
friends.
Up at, like,
I've
you
already
know,
decided.
Like, if like first child is born, like they're there first in line with like a gift, you know, definitely the type.
So are you following her?
I suppose. I don't think we have much. We
don't
don't
have
have
anywhere
another
else to go.
plan. Yeah. Except
Does
back
she
up
have-
the hole.
Does she have any like bags or anything that are just kind of like hanging off her belt or?
It's gonna swipe him.
Can I steal her shoes?
There's there's like a couple little like sacks. Small, maybe hold potions or spell scrolls or snacks.
It's not worth it. I'm just gonna let it go. We're good. We're good.
Does anybody want some Teddy Grahams? I
have this.
All 150 years down here, nothing but Teddy Grahams.
We've got the chocolate
Animal
ones.
crackers.
We've got the good ones at least.
And
Chocolate Teddy.
the cookies and cream.
Ooh, wow. Man.
So
Is that
she
a beanbag chair?
so she walks you back.
Oh, wow.
There's a little bit of little cliff. This is only like a 5-foot one, but she walks you back this way, and into this large sort of chamber that's mostly mushrooms. Honestly, these large mushrooms. You can see that there's she's got like a little like desk or workspace. There's a few like scrolls and parchment on it.
Where did she go? Sorry.
Up these little stairs.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
we lost her.
Sorry.
I forgot
mesmerized by
that.
the
I forgot that
mushrooms.
y'all can't see everything that I can see. You do see this room that's straight ahead of you. Looks like it's full of these like bright pink crystals.
Ooh.
And
Are any of them like nickable, like just grabbables we're going past?
the crystals,
Yeah.
they're not small. and they are like part of the wall. So I would say
Okay,
probably
there's not like any broken out on the ground kind of thing. Okay.
I guess
Can
I mean,
I-
yeah, you could probably grab a little shard of one.
Okay.
Can I get a nature check going on here to see like if there's anything nefarious or if these are party shrooms? Like I'm just trying to understand what
Yeah,
we're looking at here.
You can roll a nature check.
Never mind.
These
They're
are
definitely
in fact trees. No, yeah, there's nothing of note that you know. But I feel like that's in line with someone who spent most of their time in the forest as opposed to in deep underground
In
caves.
caves and stuff. This is weird.
Yeah. So she sits back and says, "So you've made it down this far on your own, just the 5 of you.
Yep.
Tell me, what is it that you're hoping to find in this place?"
Good story.
Stuff.
Stuff.
Yeah, stuff.
Interesting.
You know, treasure, magic weapons, the secret of the
Gold.
universe, stuff.
Ooh.
If you're here for the secrets of the universe, you might be in the right place. Treasure and stuff, you missed a couple floors.
Dang it.
Taking
Let me
notes
get
of
back
that.
I mean, there's a stairwell. Points gives you some directions.
Oh, I already forgot all the directions.
But
so.
what's more interesting is, I'm sure you can sense it, the power that's down here. I've been here for 150 years waiting for a group of people strong enough to unlock it.
In what way?
In the way that you don't die and can be successful.
Wait, what? And what's in it for you?
An awakening.
You see, you can't say things like that. That's like.
Do you know who the lost one is?
Cecil like is squirming in his chair with his hand raised high.
Very Hermione Granger right now.
I was waiting for it.
Cecil, yes. Why don't you tell them?
Cecil like gets up and like folds his hands like he's like reciting, and goes into a like big deep breath about how the lost one was once forsaken and has been toiling away for the betterment of our world, deep in a prison, but one day he will be freed, and then the whole world will be great again.
Doubtful.
I really want to roll like. I really want to roll something to catch this bullet. Like, is this religion or history?
Does this sound, like anything we would have ever heard
Yeah.
Hadariel,
So
you
what-
can roll a history check with advantage.
Ooh.
of?
Oh.
I don't
We are
whatever that
counting on you.
implication is. With advantage?
No pressure.
No pressure, no pressure.
24.
Nice.
They about to have us unlock Cthulhu or something. Let's go.
All right, settle in for the lordom.
So, before you made it to the material planes as an Aasimar, before you made it to the Faeforge Academy, when you spent time in Aludra, the celestial plane, where Aasimar are from.
Yep.
Remembering
I
now?
was What? I'm an alien.
You would remember studying things that talked about the time of lore, that talked about the individuals who fought against the celestial gods. And you remember that one of the things you were always taught was that they would always try to come back, no matter what happened. And they would use ways to subtly infiltrate. And one of the names was the Lost One.
Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna let Cecil continue with his PowerPoint and mulls over.
The lost one is naturally kept a secret, and the fact that and Cecil motions to Amortra, the fact that High Mother Amortra wants you to know about it means that like we're all part of like a super special club now. People who know like, you know, the secret. So like we're like brothers and sisters now. Cecil's like bubbling with excitement. Cecil then proceeds to pull out scimitars and hand them out.
This world once was filled with magic. The Lost One wants to grace us again with their power. What greater treasure is there than that?
How have you come into this knowledge? Have you communicated with this entity yourself?
Yes, I have.
And they have made you these promises?
Very much so.
Think about it. Think how nice it would be if there was magic in the world again. I mean, every time we go out to a new town, everyone's like, "Oh, is that magic?" You know, and they're all real jerks and they're mean about it. But if there was magic everywhere, we wouldn't have to, you know, constantly be fighting everybody and everything all the time.
Or if we like fighting, that's kind of the point.
Like you still can fight, but you don't have to.
Not to
I've
mention,
found that in my history, most things that are locked away for a reason.
Yeah, but sometimes people who lock things away are like real jerks.
Imagine.
Powerful arguments from Cecil.
You got a point.
So you're like, well, I mean, I lock things away, but I'm also kind of a jerk, so yeah.
Dang it, there might be a point there.
Imagine what we could do in the world where there's so much corruption, where your average person is taken advantage of, oppressed by those that have. This could give them a fighting chance. You could bring equity to the world.
Beautiful sentiment, I'm sure.
Do you have something better in mind? A better world?
I do not make a habit of not asking questions.
It's true.
Not
Very wise. Very wise.
Do you mind if I ask, this entity has promised you what? If they are as powerful as they indicate that they are, then why would they need you once freed? What assurance do you have that they will not dispose of you once they have gotten what they need from you?
All entities need instruments to influence their will. And the Lost One is not the only entity that exists. There are those that locked him away.
I'm aware.
Those who wanted magic, gone from this world. Who wanted people to suffer. Now tell me, you don't want people to suffer, do you?
You might ask that of my compatriots. I'm the wrong individual in this group.
Yes, yeah. Well, maybe ask. Really, just yeah.
Cecil's
Just
squirming in his
Cecil,
chair
just
again.
Just yes, Cecil, and maybe
Cecil like, knows
Dokka,
the
yeah.
answer. Maybe Mother other Modra, so my Dokka, like I'm sure Dokka's all about helping everybody because he's like just a really good person. But like sometimes other people they need things like Dokka, what's it called again? That thing?
Assurances?
No. It's like people kill each other and it's like the little round things.
Murder.
No. Remember you had some earlier?
Round things.
Yeah, and they're like shiny.
Are you talking about money,
coins.
Cecil?
Yeah, money.
Yeah, that's what they were.
Yeah. Maybe like, is there
Right.
any like wealth or treasure that the lost one? I mean, he's been locked away for so long, and he has such great power. Like, if we were able to like bring him back to this world, he would definitely be able to like give rewards to people that wanted things that were like just for them, instead of helping everybody. And I motioned to Void and Hadariel and Dorian.
I'm so sorry. Are we talking about an all-powerful entity, or are we talking about a banker?
I don't know what a banker is.
That is not surprising in the least.
You spoke of a rest. We shall take it.
Very well. I have some things to attend to. But you may use this room as much as you like.
Wonderful.
And
I'm gonna try and get on top of one of these mushrooms, and in the meantime, it looks very cozy and big.
they're so soft. They're
Oh, great, love it.
yeah. It's like Tempur-Pedic mushrooms.
Yes,
It's a
Just
memory
live
foam
here,
mushroom.
y'all.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Are there any sorts of bugs or critters in this room?
Roll a nature check.
Roll for critters. Oh yeah.
Are you afraid to say yes, G? No.
Terrified.
There's a bunch of bats. They're all named Daryl.
I got a 9.
I shouldn't have made you roll for it. You're in a cave with a bunch. I've already established that there's nature. Yes, there is some sort of insect-type creatures around.
As soon as she turns her back, I would like to turn into that insect and just hide away in her pocket.
Ooh, sneaky sneaker sense.
Okay.
I like that.
Give me a stealth check with advantage.
Ooh, boy.
As whatever small insect you can find is in wild shape.
That's what
A
he will
20.
do?
Yep. So I'm gonna actually drag your token, so you can see. She walks.
Going on an adventure.
She walks around. You see these little Darrow creatures.
Mm-hmm.
They're all like harvesting, there's a bunch of potions being made. They all have an odd look in their eye. They're all trying them. Every once in a while, like one will cough and breathe fire. Another
Good
one will
God.
drink it, and like a little bit of like acid will spill down their neck, and they'll fall. And then some more Darrow will come and take them away. Someone else will replace them. Takes you further.
We might need to move the map on the stream. So we can
Oh,
see.
yes, thank you. Using multiple roll 20s.
I'm just giving myself the stats of a spider, if that's okay.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Okay. I'm a teeny tiny beast.
I'm just a little baby spider.
No mind me. Just doing spider things. Look at my legs.
She walks further. You see that crystalline room again.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see this room. That seems to be some sort of sanctuary.
Ooh, boy, I probably shouldn't be in here. That's my spider voice.
We did just get get to our fate table.
Oh, no! I don't know
Oh,
what that
heck.
means.
That's how we got the magic hole.
Yeah.
Tell my story.
So
And a couple of curses.
Tell my story.
Oh my God.
I am considering
Oh, don't consider things.
Shouldn't.
That's bad.
Your spider voice is my new favorite thing. May it never die, and may it translate into Dokka forever.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh boy, that's a 0.
A mulligan. So, that was where, if y'all make a choice and you regret the decisions, you can rewind, basically.
Oh boy, that's perfect for this thing.
So that moment when I
for what's
joined the
happening.
party.
Right.
That moment where you what?
Rewind like 4 years.
Oh, where you joined the party.
Chris is like, I would use that power right now. So we begin this campaign. And
Should have chosen another major and studied abroad.
It was all a dream.
Word Up magazine.
There it is.
That's right.
Oh
You
boy,
do
there's
see-
cultists. Look, there's a skull on the floor.
Yep.
I'm imagining that little like that spider. With
Dokka,
the-
you
Oh my
do
god!
also
Hello, it's
see
me.
in this room, there are some skeletons sort of lining the walls. One has what appears to be a bow that's made out of ironwood,
Oh,
which
ooh, boy.
you would. Hold on, I have to make sure that's the right thing. Yeah, which are native to your forest.
Oh, I know those.
It looks like it's, though, as opposed to like a carved out bow, it's just a branch. On it there are a few leaves, and the drawstring looks like it's made out of some sort of silver material.
Oh my god.
The rest of what you see are these 3 hooded statues, and you can feel some sort of power from below where these stairs are. Almost pulsing.
I would like to roll an arcade check.
Okay.
That's real.
Spider Canna.
Here we go. I get a +0.
A 4.
I only know spider things.
There's a surprising lack of webs in this room, which must be due to some sort of devious magic.
Oh, they cast raid at 3rd level. Alright, so I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna do my little spider dance over to that bow.
Okay.
And like I'm gonna just keep watching her, and as soon as she kind of looks away, I'm gonna shift back to Dokka, and then I'm gonna have the bow in my hand, and then I'm gonna shift back into I don't know, like, do I see any bats? That would get me there faster.
There you've seen bats in this cavern.
All right, then I'm
Harold's
gonna
been
turn
watching
I'm gonna turn
Harold's
into a
watching the
bat.
entire time.
Okay. You are going to need to roll
I don't like that sentence.
a stealth check.
A good
Oh!
fucking luck check.
And you're gonna need to do that. You're gonna need to do that with disadvantage because.
With disadvantage? Okay.
Listen, I was nice. I was nice enough to let you just like. She turned around and you turned into a spider.
Oh, this. Hold on to your hats, boys, because this just got fucked.
Okay, so you're up here, turning into
Dokka,
you.
you've been granted guidance, by the way. I don't know if that's gonna help you right now, but
Yeah.
you do have it.
You do also have rerolls. It would still be with disadvantage, but
I still have that mulligan too, so let's see how fucky this gets.
as you turn into a person, gosh, I'm gonna have to pull something up real quick.
It's the stats for power word kill.
It's 100 hit points for us, Steven.
Well, I really hope that's not the case.
There's no save and there's no components. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you're fine.
You just
You
died.
just think it, and it's so.
Okay. As you appear, she says, in a very calm voice, Now. Why are you taking my things?
This is from our forest, so I felt attached to it, and can we negotiate? I have shiny rocks.
We can negotiate.
Oh, great.
All right.
You take the bow,
Your blood.
Mm-hmm.
and you and your companions join me.
Okay, so you have a skull on your floor.
Have you never seen a skull?
I'm not on the floor. That's never really a good sign. I've never traveled to a place that had a skull on it that was like, this is a good thing. I feel like I mean, personally speaking, and I am very new to the outside society. I'm of the Dokka clan. You may have heard of us. You seem evil.
Wow, harsh words.
Evil is a word that is reserved for small-minded individuals.
See, that's always what evil people say, though, but it's not. There are some things that are right, and then there are some things that are just inherently wrong.
I may have to disagree with you there.
I'll gladly have this debate with you over like tea or something. I can make tea. I like Druid craft a little tea leaf.
I'm very uninterested in tea. I am very interested in
Coffee?
helping.
Coffee, please.
All right, don't worry. You get for extra bonus points. Got to work.
I'm surprised
in,
after all the
shout
Teddy
out to our
grams.
sponsor.
Hey, you need something to wash those down with, girl.
When I'm done indulging in eating Teddy grams, I like to wash it down with a nice hot cup of coffee.
A found
What?
familiar.
Oh, found familiar.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Pull it off screen.
What exactly would you have us do? We don't do murder of innocents, kidnapping, assault. We can help you with like riddles and crosswords.
There is a power
Mm-hmm.
that is keeping the lost one at bay, so that he's merely a whisper. And I need help getting rid of that. It's not a being, it's no murder involved.
I can tell you that I will try.
And try is all you can do.
Will this potentially cost me my life, soul, or happiness?
Doesn't anything worth doing have that risk?
I don't know that it's worth doing because this lost person doesn't really. I don't care about them.
You should care. You should care greatly.
Well,
If you don't like seeing skulls on the ground, if you don't like dealing in death,
I worship the Archfey, and I have been in their presence, and this is a journey for me to essentially.
As you mentioned, the Archfey, she's been very cool this whole time. You see her eyes narrow sharply at you. Please tell me about these Archfey.
Well, I am on a journey to become the ley line, which is this plane's avatar, this plane's representative of the Archfey. And it would be my responsibility to make sure that all that was done in their name stays done. And his eyes narrow back.
What was done in their name? Tell me what they have done that is so great, that is worth protecting. Leave millions of people to suffer and die? Very noble of them to run away. To leave
What
this
is the
world.
context?
To leave this world to its problems? For you to hide off in a little clan in the forest?
This is where it goes from like slight. This is where it's like slightly annoying to like, you don't talk about the clan. So you don't talk about the whole team. So he goes, I suppose anything could sound incriminating if you leave out the context. If stripping away magic from those who are irresponsible, who are too irresponsible to use it in order to save the land and to guard nature, then that's a trait that I will enforce 1,000 times over.
And I'm telling you that you would have more power to do it. If you give me a little help. What if you could what if you could fix the cycles of life and death? What if you could bring things back together? What if what was lost could return?
I would tell you that you are too small and too young to think that you could grasp the machinations of nature. And that's probably why your savior was locked away.
That's too bad. And as you've been having this conversation, her
Hand still on the bow.
Her hands underneath her robes. She draws a short sword and stabs you.
Can I pull the bow?
You can pull the bow.
I would like to try and block.
Why don't you roll a dex check?
Let's do this. Ooh,
we're gonna do instead of versus armor class, we're gonna do an opposed roll that's the dex versus
what
is
attack. Going on?
Oh, she rolled a 9.
Wow.
Wow.
Holy bananas.
So while this is happening, there would have been probably enough time for the four of you to have a short rest.
Yeah, we've been napping for like an hour on these mushrooms.
Yeah.
It's chill as hell.
Avoiding conversations that don't need to be had at
it's
all.
Fine. It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
fine.
But
Oh,
as you're resting, and you hear a sword clang against something metal. We're gonna go to a quick break.
Oh, heck.
So we will be back in 5 or so minutes.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Lies.
That was one of my favorite role-playing scenes I've had in a while. That was so fun.
Wow.
So while you're here, thank you for the gifts for our fate bar. It might come in a lot of use in the next session and a half. We will be back in 5 minutes, so about 40. And we'll see y'all soon. Hello, welcome back to the Secrets Below. A 5e. What are we? A stream? A 5e stream. Exploring the Scarlet Citadel. This show is sponsored by the Roll20 app and Kobold Press, so thanks to them for helping make this show happen. For those of you, if you're just joining us after our break, our party managed to hypnotize this terrifying tentacle beast, and met an interesting elven woman who says she wants their help and wanted to see how well they fared against this beast. After some conversation where particularly Hadariel has some red flags going off about who this individual serves, Dokka decided to turn into a spider and jump into her pocket. He saw a bow that is essentially made by his clan in the hands of a skeleton, and walked over as a spider, wild-shaped into himself again, grabbed the bow, and was caught doing that. And after a tense conversation where the two of these elves are sort of dancing around one another, it was a verbal spar, I would say. They both realize that they are definitely on opposite sides of whatever battle this is. As she drew her sword and swing, Dokka was able to block it. And we're going to jump over to the rest of the party. As the four of you are sitting together.
So, how long do you think it's going to take until she kills him?
Kills who?
Probably not very long.
Your best friend?
Cecil,
Where's
have you
Dokka?
never once questioned what you've been told to be true? Not one single time.
Well, there was that one time when you told me that fire ants would taste good, but you know what? I think you were right.
That was pretty funny.
I need you to dig a little deeper, Cecil.
Like
Do
that
you really
time...
implicitly trust this stranger?
You've never
she's
met?
She's not a stranger. She's one of the Order.
But have you ever met her before?
Well, I mean, no.
So she's a stranger. That's what a stranger is,
Nah.
Cecil.
Well, I mean, I hang out with you guys all the time. You're not strangers.
Right.
You've met that's not
Yeah.
no.
That actually
That's a logical
makes
fallacy.
it-
That makes no sense.
No, because like we hang out and we're friends, but you lie to me
Sure.
like constantly.
That's
But we
different.
usually have a reason for doing that too, you know.
That's right. It's funny.
Yeah, it is.
It is pretty funny.
Anyhow, you were
But
telling me
no,
about
that's not-
you were telling me about trust. What were you saying?
That's
I can't. I don't want this campaign to end. It has to keep going.
oh my god.
So
I'm just asking if you've ever once considered what might lie beyond whatever surface level information you've been given.
You mean about the lost one?
Correct. Have you heard these promises?
Well, I mean, you know, every monk's got their own take on what they think will happen when the lost one comes back, but it's generally good.
wait, what? But have you heard? Have you heard? What do you think is going to happen?
Oh, okay. So here's what I think's gonna happen.
No, I'm sorry, I asked. I didn't mean it. Wait,
Cecil,
is
like,
that-
launches it? There's like puppies and rainbows, and it's gonna be
Wait,
great.
but
You and
Wait,
the
okay,
lost
you
one. You and the lost one are
my-
filling out your ornithology book together.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, we're watching.
Cecil over
and
here
watching,
with
wait,
this trickle down
seabirds.
bullshit.
But like, wait,
That's not how it's gonna work.
was this promised to you, or is this just like what you think
Well,
is going to
the only
happen?
thing that really was ever promised to me is that when the lost one speaks to me in my dreams, they let me know that I'm special and that I can make a difference.
That's literally in every like child's horror monster book ever. Do you know how many stories I've heard of people at sea hearing like weird shit of like, "Ooh, come to the sea, we'll be your friends," And then, a mermaid just like fucking kills them.
Okay, just real quick, out of character, who doesn't have voices talking in their head? Raise your hand.
Notice Hadariel said nothing back.
Okay, so well, you're not even here. You don't count. Yeah. Okay. I'll
Yeah,
leave it to that.
Hadariel very, very, says nothing to that point.
I mean, it would be nice if I could find out what the Lost One really wants to happen, but I feel like that'd be a questioning of that would be what do they call it? Doubt. And
Yeah. That.
yeah, doubt is a lack of faith. So you gotta be careful with that.
I'm having
I'm not trying to traumatize.
Yeah,
myself.
this is
I'm,
this
going
is
way
taking me
back.
to
Right,
weird places.
There's
This is-
my brain's going in
I'm back in
me,
I'm in
Chris,
I'm in
some
youth group
weird-
right now.
Gotta be careful with that.
I'm sorry.
Everyone's crying and they're asking, do you want the red pill or the blue pill?
Right.
Oh wait, time out. Did we hear the stuff with Dokka? Did we hear the metal? Do we know
Not
something
We're,
is
yet.
happening?
you're going
Not
to
yet,
you're going
okay.
to hear
We're
it.
going to.
Okay, I was like, are we just having?
We're just
are we just?
it's fine.
He's
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, Dokka's fighting for his life. Little help, please. No, hold on a second.
We're talking about faith. We'll be there in a minute.
Yeah.
Faith.
Hold
Don't
on.
worry, guys. I'm
Be right there.
Fuck.
So.
Cecil, I suppose what I'm really trying to get at here, you can stop with I don't need to hear any more about that, is
Ever.
what would you say?
Cecil put the book away.
What would you say, Cecil, if it turned out that this lost one was actually sealed away for a very good reason? What would you do with the information that they perhaps might be deceiving you?
What do you mean, a good reason? What's a good reason for locking someone up forever and ever?
Cecil, why might you lock someone away? Think about that.
I wouldn't. That's wrong.
Even if they were themselves sowing this doubt, causing trouble, killing countless lives. What if they were abusing what they could do for their own gain? And sealing them away was the only way to stop them?
Would they learn a lesson?
Probably not.
Well, then I guess I'd just kill them.
That's all
I
I,
mean,
need
if-
to know.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not going to learn, then what's the point? Maybe
don't-
the Lost One was sealed away for a good reason, but if they are that powerful, maybe they learned something. And if we found out that they in fact weren't very good, then, well, I guess we'd have to find out. Open the box. Open the box.
Cecil, you're a good boy.
Oh, thanks.
I think, perhaps, I am not in a position to question everything you've been taught over the course of your entire life. However, I would caution you to think very carefully for yourself, outside of any influence as much as possible, should you find yourself back against the wall.
As you finish that sentence, you hear a clang ring out.
Is that cute? Start going that way.
Okay.
Start sidling off.
I am going to need you to wait to do this before I actually get everything set up,
Sure.
because I can do it, because I know what
You
I'm
can
doing.
do it.
You can do it.
Group everyone together and yeet them in the scene.
Exactly.
So we are going to have a round that is just Dokka and Imortra. And then you all will catch up. But the turn order is on, so you all can roll initiative now. Because I did the thing.
Okay,
Yikes.
okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Solid
Oh.
Cecil initiative.
Twinsies. Oh my gosh.
So
Oh my god, you
I'm going to drag all of you over.
we're doing it, y'all.
Yay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go all the way in the room. Will you let us move once we're over there? Oh,
What?
She said no.
So you hear.
that's fine.
That's not the room you're going to. You're going towards this room. This is where you hear it. I'm going
Oh,
to
Okay,
put-
perfect.
I'm going to put you all kind of in this. Yeah. So
General.
the
Sure.
noise is coming from that direction for you.
Perfect,
all.
thank you.
Okay.
And we have our that. So, Dokka, as your bow parries this sword, you hear a voice in the back of your head. You need some help.
Yeah, hearing voices in your head would make you sound crazy.
Yeah, let's invite him to this party. You should be.
Not for this one. This one's personal.
You fuck it up and I'm taking over. And go ahead.
Fuck it up. Fuck it up.
Last thing he's going to say is, "You can have the leftovers when I'm done."
Nice.
Let's see. We are going to. This thing works on a bonus action, so I'm gonna take a shot. No, not. I'm pulling up the wrong apps. Okay, here we go. I am going to take a shot at her.
Okay. That'll be at disadvantage.
All right, because I'm close.
Mm-hmm.
All right, never mind. Instead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cast a spell, and we're gonna cast, Wind Wall right
Ooh.
between us.
Okay.
She's going to need to make me a strength check.
You know, believe it or not, this creepy elf lady strength is not her
Strong suit.
forte. That's a 13.
That is gonna be a fail.
Okay.
So she's going to take, oh Jesus Christ! 1 second. She's gonna take 12, and something else happens. I'm trying to read that, and dice keep rolling. Oh, let's see.
You said gets pushed back 10 feet?
Yes. When the wall appears, each creature within its area must make a strength saving throw. The creature takes 3d8 bludgeoning on a failed save, on a half save, and half as much on a successful. Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, she does get knocked backwards.
Okay. And you're putting that wall... Are you going, like, wall to wall with it?
I'm going wall to wall and wall to ceiling. Like, I'm blocking her off.
Okay, so you can basically go from here to here. So that's a wind wall right there.
Yep.
Okay.
That's not on our layer. I don't see anything.
Ah. Damn. What? It should be.
Really? I don't see anything.
I'm on the objects and tokens layer.
Oh, there we go. Now I see it.
Weird. Technology. Okay.
Reload.
So as this wind wall appears, she looks at you and says, "Fine. So that's how it's going to be." And I lost her sheet.
She has an AC of 10 with 1 hit point.
Sort of. That wall does not block
Ranged attacks?
no, her ability to see.
The strong wind keeps fog, smoke, and other gases at bay. Small or flying creatures or objects can't pass through the wall. Loose, lightweight materials brought into the wall fly upwards. Arrows, bolts, and other ordinary projectiles launched at targets behind the wall are deflected and automatically miss. It does not say anything from line of sight.
Wonderful. So she starts to chant. You see the tattoos on her face glow red. And behind you, from the walls, this strange demon thing. Looks like it's built out of crystals. Appears behind you.
Oh, that's pleasant.
And you hear her say, "Kill him." And it's going to roll initiative. And with that, we are at the top of the round. And so, Dokka, it is your turn, depending on what this initiative is. It's your turn.
Woo! I am going to. This is a sticky wicket. I am going to drop my wind wall, and I am going to cast Spike Growth underneath her.
Okay.
It's a 20-foot radius centered on her.
Okay.
The area becomes difficult terrain, and she's gonna take 2d4 damage unless she makes her dexterity check, and anytime she moves in there, she's gonna take another 2d4 damage.
Okay, so that's I can draw a square.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I just realized
I drew a great square. I drew.
I know, it's a beautiful
square.
square.
So proud of you, Steven. I'm proud of you.
I am proud. I am going to shoot her. I need her to drop this I need her to drop this spell.
Okay.
So 28 to hit.
That hits her. Definitely hits her.
14 damage.
Okay.
And then we are going to shoot the bow again. No, we're going to pop a charge, and we're going to do grasping vines on her.
Okay. She makes a save, correct?
Mm-hmm. Grasping vines, I believe, is a strength check.
Grasping vine is Dex.
Oh, it is. We'll poop. We'll just poop in general.
21.
That'll make it. So I don't think anything happens.
Nope.
She just kind of dodges it.
Yep.
And then I would like to take my movement.
Okay.
Which is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And I know that's an attack of opportunity. Bring it on. Let's do it.
Yep. That's a 23.
That'll hit.
For 9 slashing.
Oh, okay. That's not bad. Is it magical?
It's not magical.
Yay!
As it just kind of hisses, and like it would be spit if it was a normal creature, but like you're showered with a spray of these like weird crystals. And it is its turn. Sorry, is there anything else on your turn?
Nope.
it runs over, almost like a gorilla runs to you. 5. And it will double check that. And as it gets to you, it will take 2 more claw attacks, a 16 and a natural 1.
The 16 will hit.
Okay.
The natural 1 will not hit.
For 9 more slashing.
Okie dokie. We're still actually doing okay. Thank God I'm a werewolf.
Okay. And Dorian, it is your turn. As you hear the sound and you feel this rush of magic. You hear this this guttural from a creature that you can't see. You would hear the wind gushing, all this action happening below you.
Okay, so to the south, not to the north, where we see these little dudes.
This direction.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just kind of be strolling by, like, oh, hey, we're going to bathrooms. We just like zip around the corner. We're just just running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, and there we go. We can see.
You see Emotra with an arrow kind of sticking out of her shoulder, one that you would recognize as Dokka's. You see like plants all over the ground. And you can see Dokka, who is fighting some strange crystalline beast.
Not gonna deal with that. Do like the idea of fighting this bitch though. So as soon as I whip around the corner, just Eldritch Blasting.
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. 1 and 2. 2 16s.
I believe those both hit.
Sweet. So that is whatever that damage is.
13.
Okay, cool. And we're also going to a bonus action tentacle. Just slap this bitch in the face. That's 1d20 plus 6. 13.
Okay. That misses. Excuse me.
Okay,
I thought that was
fine.
damage for a second. Had to process
Oh,
that.
no. That would have been fun. No, that will be my turn then. So I just got the tentacle up next to her. And she's over here. It's time to fuck this shit up, I guess.
And Hadariel, it is your turn.
I mean, with an invitation like that, how could I not? Let's see. So, I will certainly move. Ooh, okay, I'll move a little bit. Take a little looky loo. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if I dodge around this corner, I would catch sight of Dokka as I turn back. But I knew we couldn't trust this bitch. Okay. As a bonus action, I will clench my fist until my fingernails dig into my palm. And as soon as I feel the skin break, I'm going to activate my Crimson Right.
Okay.
So, hold on, I gotta take a little bit of damage really quick. Oh, okay, well, like best and also worst case scenario. So that's only 1 additional point, but here we go. And then I am going to fire with my crossbow. That's what I'm trying to think of. Fire at her with my crossbow.
Okay.
Because I don't like the look of her. Oh, I'm so sorry. What is it bright light in here? What's the lighting? Regular light?
It's
dim light?
it's regular
Bright
light.
Okay.
There are torches all around. There's some classic DM glowing funguses.
Sure. Sure. Of course.
Guts to have the glowing funguses.
Yep. 13, I don't think it's gonna
hit. A 13,
hit.
you watch as it almost gets redirected by something that's in front of her and goes around her.
Oh, full balls. Okay. Forgot about that. Well, I wouldn't. Cool. Well, I don't know that, and I'm mad, so I guess I'll do it again, because I get 2 attacks with my action. I mean, I'm not an idiot. Would I realize that there's not a way to hit her, or I wouldn't pick up on that?
It's not necessarily. I was just giving some flavor text as to why you missed her.
Oh, it's not the wind wall.
There's no. The wind wall's gone. The wind wall's gone.
Okay. I'll scooch a little.
There's some magical reason why it went around her, but it's not the wind wall.
Thank you. Then I will fire again. Dang. Oh, 15?
Sorry, 15 also misses.
Dang, this slippery bench. Okay. Then I will hold here. I will hold right here.
Okay. It is her turn, and she says, I have no time for this. I thought you would all be helpful. Cecil, if you can hear me, we still have a job to do.
Cecil this whole time is like, kind of like, hey, who are we fighting? Because he can't see around the corner, and he's like, I hope that this isn't happening what I think is happening. And then when he hears me say that, he's like, oh god, this is like a nightmare.
And she is going to run 5, 10, 20, 25, 30, and dash, and she is off your screen.
I really hope she didn't like secretly dominate Cecil or something while we were not paying attention.
And I think for the sake of ease, as there's these little thralls that are running towards you, we are going to use a little bit of combat acceleration real quick. So I need all of you to roll 2 separate d20s.
Are we going to be using the accelerated combat rules by Connie Chang?
We are
Oh
going
my
to
gosh.
be using those.
Neato. Where can we find that if we want to use it for our campaigns at home?
On itch, and I'll link it at some point when I'm not distracted.
All right.
But it's honestly fantastic. So you're going to make a fight roll and a wound roll. The fight roll, if you're using martial skills, I want you to do a d20 plus your proficiency modifier plus strength or dexterity modifier. Magic would be a d20 plus your proficiency modifier plus whatever your spellcasting ability modifier is. So basically that one's your spell attack modifier. So that's the fight roll. And then the wound roll, you will be adding... you can either choose tough or quick. And if you're using tough, it's a d20 plus your strength modifier, plus your proficiency modifier if you're proficient in strength saving throws. A quick wound roll is a d20 plus your dex modifier, plus your proficiency... plus your proficiency modifier if you're proficient in dex saving throws.
Okay, I'm going to use a reroll.
Okay.
Just so everyone's aware. And I'll do the spell attack as my attack roll. Man, I'm not doing so hot. Okay. And then the wound roll is either dex or what?
Dex or strength. Plus your
So we
proficiency.
can't cast specific spells?
You can, but this will be more cinematic. So if like you're using a magic attack roll, use your spells. You'll burn a spell slot, but we're gonna make it really narrative essentially.
Okay.
Hey, Steven, our cameras on Twitch.
Oh shoot! How did that happen?
Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Oh, I hid the window.
Oopsie. Hey,
My
Wow.
bad. My
Wait,
bad.
what happened to Hadariel? Every time you do that.
So
Okay.
that's a 17 total.
So,
And this is the wound die. Okay.
so I need, if you roll a higher than a 15 on your fight roll, you get to pick one of these. You land a critical blow, you pull off an awesome stunt, you see something from the opposition, you surprise, frighten, or mesmerize the opposition.
And right now, we're fighting the Crystal Golem, is that
The
right?
Crystal Golem and these little cultist dudes.
No.
Okay.
So we're going to resolve that first, and it'll be in initiative order, so you get to kind of narrate that. So Void would have been next. So Void, what was your attack roll?
7.
A 7? So if you miss, basically you get to describe why you miss. Make it cinematic.
I imagine that I am starting my way down this hallway, and she yelled that out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she yelled that out to Cecil.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that I'm going bow at the ready because I can see Dorian at the end of this hallway, so I know I just need to get a little further to see. But as I'm going to turn the corner, I glance back to kind of see Cecil's reaction, and in doing so, you know when you don't pay attention and like you turn the corner a little too quick, or like go into the door at the wrong angle, and you just kind of like, and then I try and I brush it off, right? Because obviously I meant to like shoulder check
turn into like a
corner.
little dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a spin flourish. But in my effort to look cool, I did not land my shot.
Okay. And what was your wound roll?
10.
A 10?
We out here doing good things.
What is your AC?
15.
15? Okay. So you take some damage.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you, Evil.
Return to sender.
You take 16 damage.
God bless it. No, that's not right.
And we will describe that in a minute as the rest of the party takes their actions. Cecil, it would be your turn.
Oh my gosh, so much. So there are the cultists here. Are they also wearing the broken infinity symbol?
Yes.
Dang it. All right. So Cecil is absolutely having like a crisis of faith. Like Hadariel's words ring in his ears as he like kind of stumbles into this room here. So I'll go ahead and move my token so I can actually see what's going on over here. Mm-hmm. So looks like there's 3 of them. And then where's this golem? Oh, there's a golem creature. So yeah, I'm gonna let the rest of the deal with the golem creature, and I'm gonna go ahead. I got 23, so that's a hit, as I understand it.
Yep.
And so I'm gonna go ahead and seize something from the opposition. What do I see as I walk in this room? What do they got?
This room, they all have some sort of. Each of them seems to be holding a book in one hand. They've all drawn either daggers or bows. Around their waist is what you would consider a holy symbol. They're adorned with different iconography, all of the broken infinity symbol kind of everywhere.
Okay, in an effort to minimize casualties, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do a twofer here.
Okay.
I'm gonna mesmerize the opposition. I'm gonna go ahead and use hypnotic pattern again, and then I'm gonna just like be like telling them like, no, like we shouldn't be fighting here. Like we're all on the same team. I'm casting a spell on you, and I'm just like taking their objects as they're hypnotized.
So as that happens, they do become hypnotized. And what was your wound roll?
So I was looking through the rules on it. I saw that I could use my AC as an option. Can I do that, or should I roll for it?
No. Okay. So you're rolling against your AC.
Oh.
So
it's my own AC?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Wait. So if I have a high AC, that's bad?
Maybe I read it wrong. I may have read it wrong. Use your AC.
Cool. I'll just use I'll take a 17. I got to have a 17.
Perfect.
That.
I think with a 17 you'll be fine. Now I'm questioning my reading comprehension, which may be bad.
If he's attacking them, the opposition's DC is equal to their armor class.
Right, and then when I make my wound roll, I think they have to. Yeah, I've
got it pulled up.
Yeah, I'm looking at it as well. Yeah, and so for the wound roll, average or low.
Against the
opposition. It says the PC can always choose to use their AC instead of making a wound roll. Although I will say that like.
So that would be against their attack rolls.
Gotcha. So whatever their DC is, I'm not sure.
Mindy, you can take your hit points back for a second. So we'll do their wound stuff on their turn, which it is Dokka's turn.
Okay, so I'll just go ahead and mark.
Yeah, all the 16.
Okay, so I'll just mark down 17, and when that number comes up later. Okay.
Yep.
sounds good.
Is the crystal monster also hypnotized?
No, I
No.
focus just on the cultist.
No.
Okie dokie. I rolled a 17 for my magic thing.
Okay, that hits.
And I was gonna polymorph him.
Nice. Okay. So that happens. What do you polymorph him into?
I'm gonna polymorph him into a giant turtle.
Amazing.
Turtle.
Mm-hmm.
When you say giant turtle, you mean like a 1 foot one?
Yeah, just a big old turtle. So it's harder for him to get hit.
I'm really good
he's
armor class
slow.
and lots of hit points.
Yep.
And Dorian,
He's really slow and he can't hurt me.
Dorian, it is your turn.
Okay. I don't think I actually rolled the attack roll. Let me do that real quick. Roll 1d20 plus my proficiency modifier plus my spell, which is +9. That's a 12. I don't know what that means.
Okay. You miss, is what that
I
means.
missed. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So I believe that's my turn.
So why don't you describe how you miss?
Okay. Yeah, I'm still shooting Eldritch Blasts away, but as this giant turtle comes out of the corner of my eye, I'm just like, okay, I don't know how that's helpful, but you go, Dokka. Finger guns.
Don't shoot the turtle.
And Hadariel, it is your turn.
Okay, well, I rolled a 13 for the first d20.
Okay,
so I think
which
that's
also
a miss.
misses. Yeah.
Okay. And then I rolled an 11 for the second one.
Okay. We don't need to worry about the second one right now.
Oh,
But why
okay,
don't you
sorry.
describe what you're doing?
Okay. I think I probably am trying to concentrate on what I need to do here. And I imagine out of the corner of my eye, I see Void do the very Void, like, run into a wall, brush it off. And for a split second, there is a very sincere, it's muted on my face, but there is a very sincere fear that grips my heart as I realize that I might not get a chance to talk to her if we don't get out of this alive.
Okay. So with these thralls hypnotized and this this turtle moving very slow, we'll move out of combat, and you've neutralized them essentially.
I
what-
essentially turned it into a turtle because I wanted to immediately bolt after her.
Okay. So. Okay. Are the rest of you following?
Yeah, they're not going to mess with us.
Very
again.
confusedly, yes.
Yep.
Okay.
For whatever it's worth, even if we pick this up next week, I want to be in the back. I don't fucking trust Cecil right now. I don't know if he heard me. I want to be in the back.
So
I don't trust two people that are too nice on principle alone anyway, so
That's
that's fine.
we're editing a little bit of this map. We're editing a little bit of this map for the sake of
Edit that map.
this. But as you follow her down, Cecil, you see her standing in front of this large black void-like ball. There's electricity rolling through it. You see her like raising up, and you hear her say, "My lord, please lend me your power." And you watch as the flesh starts to fall from her face.
Oh my gosh.
Dokka, she turns to you and says, "You all will release him in this life or the next." And I think
We
that
put him
is...
Oh, okay. No, he was just gonna say we put him away once, and I guess we'll lock you up with him this time too.
Very well. see you when you're dead. And that's where we're going to end.
Oh, this is fine.
Oh my god.
Everything's great. We're having a great time.
Jesus.
Oh man.
Or
I've
something.
only
Yeah,
got
it's
one
definitely
wild shape left. I didn't get a short rest.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I'm still wounded from all the other shenanigans.
But you got a sweet bow.
I got a sweet bow.
You did, you got the bow.
Did, yeah.
Got a sweet bow.
I really think that's all that matters.
I've been trying to
my
figure
God.
out how to get you that bow for like 2 or 3 weeks.
That's hilarious.
All right,
all it
y'all.
took was being a spider.
Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you've enjoyed our story and our shenanigans.
my
Next
God.
week is the finale, and we're gonna see what happens here. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure there will be nothing bad will happen. People losing face off their flesh is normal, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh no, yeah, the monks used to talk about this, and no, I got nothing.
But y'all, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you and some of the things you're doing? Let's start with Adelaide.
Yeah, so you can find me on Faeforge Academy, which releases every Friday. We record on Sundays, but release on Friday. Anyway, I am also in my First Mess campaign that is going to debut this Saturday. I will not be there because I will be making a very long drive to Detroit. But I will be there next week, and so that will be fun. First Mess game. Super excited. My partner Robert and I have several projects coming up this month. He is doing a Green Knight RPG show. We also have our Feywild Weird West show that will be happening. And then something a little spooky and maybe Strahd-like in the works. So we'll see how that goes. It's not announced yet, but
Love me some Strahd.
that's what we got.
Chris.
Hello, I'm Chris. I am also on the Faeforge Academy cast. We've been having a super wild time. You should get caught up.
Super fun.
If you just want to hear us like yell at Steven a lot, you should like the last 4 episodes are going to be your sweet spot.
They've all ended with Steven!
Yeah.
Now.
The
Yeah.
best ones, though.
I'm also on Tuesdays. You can find me on the We Are Nerdsmith Network. We are in the middle of a huge arc culmination, which is another 5e actual play campaign that we do over there. It's a lot of fun. Let's see, what else do? I do a lot of stuff. So you should just follow me on Twitter at Kiss of Hemlock, and you can keep up with all the things that I am up to.
Okay. Noir.
Yeah, hello. It's me, a whole Noir. You can find me all over the internet as The Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I'm less than 100 people away from 1,000 followers on Twitch, so please show me some love.
Go
there.
do
That'd be
that.
Awesome.
Go do that.
This is like the month of finales for me. Like tomorrow is the last episode of Trouble in Techburg over on Pixel Circus. This is actually the week we're showing our Gen Con Live episode of Morning Ritual. Sunday is the penultimate episode of Into the Southlands, the Kobold Press game that I GM for them. It's also the premiere of Rivals of Waterdeep Season 11, which I will be producing. And also, this is the first place I'm mentioning it, but I'm starting a new series called Spotlight Adventures, where we take about 4 or 5 players and we have 4 or 5 one-shots through their characters' different experiences. So we'll have a level 1 one-shot, a level 10 one-shot, level 15, and then a sunset episode where we get to actually see how the heroes retire.
That's a really cool
finish
idea.
their life.
That's so cool.
We're starting with the bucket. We're starting with the bucket list of all the things the players have always wanted to do in games and never had a chance to. Like marriage. We've got a marriage. We've got a mid-battle proposal scene somebody wants to do, so we're gonna make that happen. We got a lot of cool stuff coming, so just check that out.
That's super cool. Mindy.
Hi, I know how technology works. Hi, I'm Mindy. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Miss Mindykins. I stream my own content, usually things that make me feel feels and cry, all the tears. on my own channel. I've got some cool stuff coming up too, so make sure you give me a follow over on Twitter. And as always, I didn't get to show off. It's gonna happen next session. I can feel it.
You got one last game. And
Void's
you
just
can do
too,
it.
I'm so afraid Void's gonna die, but like next session, like she dies, right? So I am playing a homebrew subclass by the D&D. He's got some really high quality Patreon content. You should go check him out. Follow him on Twitter. And I say quality content, it's every week. It's kind of absurd, but yeah, that's me, I think. Yeah.
And Ian.
Hey everybody, my name's Ian, and you can tell that Steven likes me because he saw me put food in my mouth and he waited. That's true love right there. I can be found on Faeforge, which again drops every Friday with Chris, Adelaide, Emily, Kai. Who am I forgetting? Michael. Yeah, the whole crew. Oh my gosh, I have to save my like screaming and hand wringing for that. So this is really competing for my time. You can also find me on DM's Guild. I've got a new product that's like gonna be dropping later this week. If you like the Fae, but you're like, what if they were cold? Check it out. We've been putting together an adventure for the last couple months that I think our folks are really gonna enjoy. And we've got some Shadowfell stuff coming up. Probably some more Fae stuff that's going to be bouncing off of the Witchlight content, which you will almost never hear me like give props to Wizards, but oh my god, this Witchlight book is actually good. So
It's pretty fantastic.
yeah, it's like it's like I have to put it down while I'm reading. I'm like, damn it.
Why is this such a good idea?
So, yeah, so glad to have you all here.
Yeah. And I'm Steven. I'm the _bad DM on Twitter. You mostly find me here doing Faeforge Academy stuff. I am the DM and editor and producer of all the shows currently, though we've got some stuff in the works where I will not. I might get to be a player, actually.
What?
I am really excited because we have a new show starting tomorrow morning at 9, so I got a little more prep to do tonight. But if you like the Fae and you like dragons and you like dragon riders, that's what we got going on tomorrow. So tomorrow is Into the Mist's great cast with I'm DMing. It's got Nomadic, Eris Savad, Werewolf Fields, and by Connie Chang. Lots of great stuff. I wrote some custom dragon rider rules for it, and it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Nice.
So come check that out. And then we have another episode of Faeforge dropping on Friday, where Chris yells at me. And there's a sneak peek on our Twitter somewhere now. But with that, thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thanks again to Kobold Press and Roll20. We will see y'all soon. We're gonna load up a raid real quick, but I forgot to do that because I would like listening to my friends talk about the amazing things they're doing. So we're going to get that locked up and ready to go.
Where are we going to raid today, Steven?
We're going to raid. Going. It's happening. It's happening.
Yeah.
We're going to raid.
Excited.
Kai's kicking it.
Yeah, we're going to go raid Kai. Who is in our podcast. She's part of a Red Dead Redemption roleplay server, and they do some
They're
fun.
very in character.
Yeah, they're very in character, and they do some funny shit. So go say hi to her for us. Thanks again. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.
Bye.